Legends Arceus has been out for about a month now, so I thought it would be the right time to make a video on my opinion on all of the new Pokemon introduced and their shinies. Obviously, first we're going to start off with the starters. The 3 starter Pokemon for this game were Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. When they first announced that these 3 Pokemon were going to be the starters for this game, I was dead set on choosing Cyndaquil. However, I ended up picking Oshawott, and I don't really know why I did that, because I definitely prefer Typhlosion's final evolution over Samurott. I don't really know why I went with Oshawott. It really doesn't make any sense to me, but I picked it. I don't hate Samurott's new design. I like the typing. I do like Samurott, don't get me wrong. I like Hissuian Samurott, but I do prefer the typing and the design for Hissuian Typhlosion over Samurott, so I don't know why I picked Oshawott, but I did. Overall, I think Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Samurott have great designs. I'm not the biggest fan of Decidueye's, but that's only because I'm a huge fan of Decidueye's original design. I do think that its new design is extremely fitting for the Hissuian region. It's just not my favorite of the 3. It's my least favorite of the 3. My favorite visually of the 3 is Typhlosion, and I do think its typing is sick. I love that it's a ghost type. I think that's very, very cool. I think that Decidueye's typing is super boring. I'm not a fan of the fighting grass type. I didn't like it the first time they did it, and I don't like it now. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm not a fan of it, because I like Breloom a lot, but I just think for a starter, it's just a little boring. I do really like that Samurott is now a dark type. I think that's very cool. So at first, the shell on its head, I was like, what is that? That's so weird. I mean, I know the original has a shell on its head, I think, but like this one just looks different from the original, obviously. And I was on the phone with Alex, the Aura Guardian, and he was like, oh yeah, that's because it's a bug type. And I got super excited. And you know what? I feel like that's the underlying reason I picked it. I knew it wasn't a bug type because he started laughing at me and told me that he wasn't being serious. But I feel like in my heart, I was like, oh yeah, it's a bug type. So I picked it, even though I knew it was a dark type. And, yeah, I don't know. Its look is fitting for a dark type, I guess, but it does kind of look like a bug. I don't know. It just reminds me of a bug. I don't know. It's a little weird, but I like it. Overall, I like it. I think all the shinies for these are terrible. They all kind of just look the same. I think Decidueye's is the worst because it looks how it should have looked if it wasn't shiny, if that makes sense. Like, the shiny should have been its original, and the way it ended up looking should have been the shiny, because it doesn't really look like a grass type. I mean, it does, but it looks like how typical grass shinies end up looking, like almost like an autumny look. So it's just a little weird. It's a little confusing because before the game was released, I couldn't actually tell which one was the shiny, and it just wasn't clear on which one was the shiny. So the fact that they just look like they could be reversed kind of bugs me out. And I hate throwback shinies, so I'm absolutely not a fan of Typhlosion shiny because it just looks how the original Typhlosion looks, and I really don't like that. That being said, I don't mind the look on Samurott being a throwback shiny because the white looks really cool on it, because it does look so drastically different from the colors of the Hissuian. I don't know, it just doesn't bother me on Samurott. It bothers me on the other 2, and it doesn't bother me on Samurott. I don't really know why, but I like it on Samurott, so maybe it's because I like blue and white together. I think it looks good though. Okay, so that's it for the starters. Let's move on to some other Hissuian Pokemon. Okay, Quillfish. Not a huge fan of any Quillfish, new or old, but I guess it's fine. The new shiny is very cool. I like that it's like gray, purple. I think it's like a subtle change, but it's enough that I like it. Ovaquill was so unnecessary and so ugly. I do not like Ovaquill at all. Its shiny is fine because I like the colors of the shiny, but I am not a fan of Ovaquill. It is such a weird looking Pokemon. I cannot believe that it exists. The only thing that I do kind of like about it is that it looks like those like underwater mining bombs, like the ones you see in that movie with the fish that goes missing. Finding Nemo, yeah. Kind of looks like those mines from Finding Nemo, which is kind of cool. I know they exist in real life, but I only know of them from Finding Nemo. Sorry. Hissuian Lilligant is a blessing. She is so cute. I love her. Her shiny is very cute. I know it's like a subtle change, but again, I really like subtle changes in shinies. One of my favorite shinies is Natu, which I get a lot of shit for. But I really like Hisui and Lilligant. I think it's a very cool new form for a not super popular Pokemon, which I also like that. The Hissuian Pokemon are all kind of like not super popular Pokemon that got new forms, which I like. I love that. We don't have another new Charizard, but we have Lilligant. I like that. Okay, my favorite Hissuian Pokemon, like the new ones, are definitely Sliggoo and Goodra. Goodra looks insane. He's a little happy snail with this happy little shell, and I love it. The Shinies, not so much, because the only part that really changes is the shell, but I love Goodra. I love him so much. He's on my team. He's such a big boy. He goes into his shell to take a nap. It's adorable. He's fun to use. I'm a big fan. 10 out of 10. Goodra and Sliggoo, 10 out of 10. I love them. And I wasn't spoiled for most of these, by the way. Going into the game, I didn't know what most of these Hissuian Pokemon looked like. I think I was only spoiled for the starters, and this one got the biggest reaction out of me because I was not expecting the Gumi line to have a new variant. I don't really know why. I guess because it's like a newer Pokemon. But I mean, so are some of these others, but this one really just got me. It really surprised me, and I love Hisui and Goodra. Perfect design. 10 out of 10. Hisui and Growlithe. I love Hisui and Growlithe and Hisui and Arcanine. I did not get them to spawn in my game for a very long time. I know they spawn up on that cliff, and I could not get one to spawn for me. I hunted it and hunted it and hunted it, and finally I got my Growlithe. I used it on my team. I named it Calcifer, and then I put it in my PC to go shiny hunting. And then I mass released a bunch of Pokemon and accidentally released Calcifer, and it broke my heart because I didn't notice until after I had saved. So I think that was the first time I ever released a party Pokemon. It was unfortunate. I was so sad. But anyways, that was just a side story. I really like Growlithe. I really like Arcanine. The only thing I don't like is the weird dark gray spots on Hisui and Arcanine. I don't know why they went with dark gray instead of white, because somebody did like a render of it with the normal coloring and it looks so much better. I don't know why they went for that smoky look. I mean, I'm assuming it's because it's a rock and fire type, so the dark gray is fitting, but it just looks better with the original colors. I think they should have went with the original colors. The shiny for these is just a throwback shiny. It's the same as the original Growlithe and Arcanine with the gold, so it looks good overall. I still think that the gray part should be white, but you know, overall, it looks fine. It's just, there's no real difference in it. Widear. I like Widear. I've always had a soft spot for Stantler, so I like seeing Stantler get some attention. I like that it's a normal psychic type. I think it's a cool addition to give it the psychic type. I like that you can ride it in Hisui. It honestly, like, it gave me Zelda vibes every time I was riding it, and during the distortion part of Pokemon Legends Arceus, I actually rode the Widear through, like, the wild area, and only had it walk, and it looked so cool. Like, I know that sounds a little corny, but like with the distortion sky and everything, it felt so heavy, and just like having your Widear going really slow through the like pastures, it was really cool. I like Widear. Widear's shiny being green is kind of a disappointment. Like, I don't know why they keep doing the throwback shinies with these. It's not necessary. It would have been cool if they just made it look different. Like, in the past, Pokemon shinies have looked different through the evolutionary line, so I don't know why they would keep this one bright green. I don't know. It's a little disappointing. Cleaver is not my favorite. I don't really understand why we needed another evolution for Scyther, like why we added a branched evolution to it after all this time. I don't mind it. It just seems kind of weird. Like, I'm wondering if it's going to get EV treatment and we're going to get different items in different regions to give us different variants of what Scyther could evolve into. Obviously, I don't know if that's the case, but it's just something interesting to think about. Cleaver shiny was a huge disappointment for me because it took me forever to get a shiny Scyther, and when I finally did, I didn't even look at the Scyther. I just evolved it immediately into Cleaver, and when I threw it out, it was tiny. So it was just like, oh wow, I worked so hard for this, and I have a tiny Cleaver after seeing the big boss one. It just felt disappointing. It's not like a bad shiny, but it's not a good shiny either. Ursaluna does not look different enough from Ursaring to even be like a new Pokemon in my eyes. Like, I know it is a new Pokemon, but the first time I saw it, I thought it was an Ursaring covered in dirt. I had no idea that it was a new Pokemon. I thought it was an Ursaring with the nickname Ursaluna covered in dirt. I literally did not know that this was a new Pokemon. I do appreciate Ursaluna's shiny being different from the rest of the evolutionary line, because that is a problem that we've been seeing with the Hissuian Pokemon, is that they'll give it a throwback shiny, and they didn't do that with Ursaluna. It's red and tan. I don't know. It's very nice compared to Ursaring's nuclear shiny. Basculegion is really cool. I like that now the color differences are for gender variants instead of just where you caught the Basculin. I like seeing Basculin get more attention. I think it's cool that it's a ride Pokemon. It's the best ride Pokemon in my eyes. I like that you can literally fall into the water, get no fall damage, and then just pop out your Basculegion. It's very cool. I like it. Shiny Basculegion is really cool. The red one turns purple and the white one turns yellow, which I really like that. I like that there's 4 different Basculegion that all look very different. The new Genie Enamoris, I might be saying that wrong, the love-hate Pokemon. I actually don't have it in the game yet. Sorry, I haven't beaten the post-game yet, but I don't know, I kind of fuck with the design. It's the coolest looking genie in my eyes. The Therian form's crazy though. It's like a weird snapping turtle. I don't know, I don't hate it. It has like a Powerpuff Girl vibe that I really like. It looks like him from Powerpuff Girls. That's exactly what this looks like. I'm just realizing that now. I kind of fuck with that, yeah. I'm a little unclear on what the shiny is for this because the pictures that I'm seeing look so different, and considering all the other legendaries are shiny locked in this game, I'm a little confused as to how anybody has this shiny. Unless I'm wrong, maybe this one's not shiny locked, but this is the colors that I'm seeing marked down as a shiny, and if these are the shiny colors, then that sucks because it hardly changes, and that's like the worst kind of shiny in my opinion. Hissuian, Voltorb, and Electrode. This is one that I don't know why they didn't show us it early, because it doesn't look different enough to like keep it a secret, I feel. Like, we got to see some of the Hissuian Pokemon early, and I feel like this one should have been one of them, because the change isn't huge. It's very cool. I like it, because it looks like it's made out of wood, like the Pokeballs do, but I don't know why they kept this one from us. It's a fun design. It looks silly. I like it. And I like the typing. I like the grass electric. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know why they kept it from us. It's weird. I don't know. That's just a weird thought I have on this. I feel like it should have been one of the ones that they showed us early. Just compared to some of the ones that they did show us earlier, this is not cooler than those. So yeah, it's not bad though. It's okay. The shinies for these are very cool. I think everybody likes a black shiny. It's very cool. So yeah, great shiny, okay design, very cool typing. And the boss fight was hard. I like the boss fight for this. This was the first one that gave me a run for my money. I had to do it a few times. It was fun. I like it. Hissuian Sneasel is my baby. I love it. I love it so much. The typing is whatever. I don't really care about the typing. I feel like it should have been like fighting ice. I think it's poison fighting, but I think it should have kept the ice type over the I don't think it was ever a poison type. I think they gave it the poison type, but I don't know. It's just weird. It's just a weird typing. I wish it kept the ice type, but it looks like my cat Mifa. I will say that about any small Pokemon that looks angry, that it looks like my cat Mifa, because my cat Mifa is small and angry. And I love its evolutions. Sneaseller, I'm probably saying that wrong. I used this on my team as well. It's just a cool Pokemon. I always liked Sneasel. I think everybody pretty much likes Sneasel. It's just a nice new form for a decently liked Pokemon. Very happy with it. And the shiny is very cool. It's like dark navy and yellow, which those two colors always slap. So very cool Pokemon. I like it very much. Okay, Hissuian Avalugg is a weird one. I kind of like it. I know people aren't a fan of Avalugg, period, and they don't like Hissuian Avalugg, but I don't know. I think it looks better. I kind of like its new design more than its old design, enough for me to, like, I don't know, like, make a statement that I like Avalugg now. I think it's cool. I don't really know why. I don't know. I think its new design is better than its old design. Its new shiny is also, like, significantly better than its old one that was just, like, piss colored. I don't know. Wasn't a great shiny, and now it's a cool one. I like it. I like the new Avalugg. Okay, bear with me. I literally can't pronounce these Pokemon's names. Zorua. I'm sorry. I always butcher these ones. And Zoroark. I always want to say Zeraora, and I know that this is not Zeraora. I know Zeraora is that, like, mythical yellow tiger thing. But the new Zorua and Zoroark are beautiful. I think everybody loves the design for these Pokemon. My beef with them is that you don't really get them until the end of the game. I didn't even see them until post-game, pretty much. I mean, you have to catch Zoroark at the end of the story. So I have the Hissuian Zoroark, but I didn't see Zorua until the end of the game, like until post-game. I just caught my first one, like, yesterday. I'm not even joking. Like, it was yesterday. I caught an alpha one for the first time ever. First time ever seeing it in the game. And I don't know why. They're just hard to find when people were really excited for these Pokemon. It's weird. It's a little weird. And I really like the Shinies. The Shinies are very cool. They're like blue and purple. They're just 10 out of 10 design-wise. They're cool. They're great typing. First time we ever got a normal ghost type. I like it. Very cool. Hissuian Braviary looks so fucking weird. Its weird glasses remind me of that Luna girl from Harry Potter. Like, I don't know. I just think that's like a really weird design choice. Its shiny slaps is beautiful. It's like all black. So like they took the white part and made it black, and then they kept the dark part dark, and then they made the glasses blue, and that is sick. But I didn't use Braviary other than the flying one, like, that they give you. And I've just never been a fan of Braviary. I don't like this new design. I think that the typing is cool. Flying, psychic, cool, whatever, I guess. But, not a fan of the Pokemon in general, so, you know. Sorry. Okay. The origin forms for Dialga and Palkia. Where do I begin? These are a mess. These are a mess. Why did they do this? Oh my god, they look so bad. They look so bad. But they just, like, took two very cool looking, like, legends and made them into horses. I don't know why they did that, because they did such a good job with Oros, making Kyogre and Groudon and Rayquaza cool. So I don't know why they did this. It looks horrendous. They're so ugly. The shinies don't really change. It's the same as before. These are just no bueno. They're bad. I don't know why they did this. 0 out of 10 on these. That ain't it, bro. Okay, so I think, like, overall I have a pretty positive opinion on most of these new Pokemon and their shinies. I fucking hate Dialga and Palkia, but other than that, I think, you know, they're all pretty solid. It's cool. It's a cool addition to the Pokemon series. I like them. If you guys want to watch me shiny hunt in these new games, go follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/littleshelder. I stream a couple times a week over there, usually shiny hunting. Sometimes I do some different stuff, but it's usually shiny hunting, and this is the game I'm currently hunting in, so definitely go give me a follow over there. I hope you enjoyed this quick little opinion video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, drop a like, leave a comment on what you guys think about these new Pokemon, and I'll see you next time. Bye!